The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Good evening, I'm Tracy Pa with the news. In this edition, 20 gold bars detected and seized, OC to appeal National Court decision, and Luai signing draws attention. Australia's wartime ties with Papua New Guinea were highlighted during a recent visit. Australian Consul General Brenton Kanowski to Situm 7th Australian Divisional Memorial Primary School in Morabit Province. The Consul General and members of the Australian Defence Force visited the school following Anzac Day commemorations. Situm lies near key areas used by Australian forces during the 1943 Battle of Lae, when the 7th Australian Division advanced through the area to help liberate the town from Japanese occupation. Mr. Kanowski said the visit reflects strong people-to-people links rooted in shared wartime sacrifice. The memorial school was established in 1964 in recognition of this event in history. 20 gold bars worth millions and of various sizes were detected by airport security screeners at the Jackson's International Terminal on Monday, 27 April 2026, before they were smuggled out of the country. The gold bars, packed into 3 separate suitcases, were then handed over to PNG Customs. Each suitcase had a handler and bound for Hong Kong. Only one of the 3 people was caught with this suitcase. One of 3 people transporting one of 3 suitcases containing gold bars has been identified. The passenger who was caught did not have valid documentation authorizing the export of gold out of the country. The other 2 passengers handling the other suitcases did not show up to catch the flight. All 3 passengers and cargo were bound for Hong Kong. However, the gold bars were detected during security checks on Monday, 27 April 2026. On Tuesday, 28 April, PNG Customs notified NAC Aviation Security that the other passengers did not show up to claim the other 2 suitcases. Hence, their suitcases were opened up in the presence of customs agents. Inside, one suitcase contained 12 gold bars and the other 6. The first suitcase has 2 gold bars in them. In total, 20 pieces of gold of various sizes were seized. Other cases detected since December 2025 include 8 small pieces of smelted gold found in a suitcase in February 2026, a gold coated in clay wrapped in 6 plastic wraps, concealed in a specifically made bra with pockets, was confiscated on March 30, 2026, and last month, April 1st, gold nuggets were found concealed in a capsule. Back in December 2025, gold particles were concealed in 5 plastic wraps and worn around a passenger's pants. NAC Acting Managing Director Dominic Kaumu commended the aviation security officers and encouraged them to continue to be vigilant. The performance of prosecutors have improved over the years due to adequate training in defending cases in court. Director Prosecution Bobby Alisa said this at Prosecution 4th qualifying graduation in Port Moresby recently. Supported by the Papua New Guinea to Australia Policing Partnership, prosecutors underwent 2-year diploma program of prosecution qualifying training and 1-year certificate program. This training has helped a lot in skills development for PNG prosecutors.
We're having, plenty of laws who are challenging the cases, so we need to have our police prosecutors trained. We're thankful that our APP partners who really are behind the training. They have funding this training, which, in the past, our PNG see through because of, operational matters, we don't have the fund to run the programs. And we're very fortunate the Australian Federal Police who are coming in to assist us and having fund the program. I think this is the...
As a result, the prosecution rate, especially in the district courts, has seen a significant increase, with recent statistics showing over 60% of the cases being prosecuted.
We are above 60%, our success rate, although we have plenty of cases that are striked out, dismissed, but our performance is quite good because of the training that we are now getting.
Alisa said there are about 220 prosecutors now serving in district courts in the country. They were all trained under the prosecution qualifying training, signifying the commitment of APP to PNG, something the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary is grateful for.
About 230 throughout the country. All of them are, most of them are trained. And we also, the training cycle is going around. We sort of training them.
The prosecution qualifying program is an ongoing education program aimed at upskilling prosecutors to be a better fit when prosecuting cases at the district court. Prime Minister James Marape has issued a directive to ministers and departmental heads to intensify work programs as the country enters a crucial period in 2026. Speaking ahead of the media mark, the Prime Minister emphasized that May signals a turning point for government, with limited parliamentary sittings remaining before the next national election and growing global and domestic challenges requiring urgent attention.
Back from his trip to the People's Republic of China, and already the Prime Minister James Marape has issued a strong directive to ministers and departmental heads to ramp up work programs as Papua New Guinea approaches the mid-year mark in 2026. Marape highlighted that May represents a pivotal moment for the government given the limited parliamentary sittings left before the upcoming national election. He emphasized the need for urgent action to address both growing global and domestic challenges, urging officials to prioritize their efforts and ensure that significant progress is made in the lead-up to the election. The Prime Minister highlighted mounting pressures from global economic conditions, including rising energy costs linked to international oil prices, as well as ongoing recovery efforts from recent natural disasters. The Prime Minister has instructed all government agencies to submit progress reports outlining achievements and implementation status. He indicated that he will personally review progress across government sectors throughout May and the coming months, with the goal of consolidating achievements before PNG marks its 51st independence anniversary in September. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
The CIPIC Development Project says it is continuing strong engagement with local communities while expanding employment opportunities in the CIPIC region. Project Community Affairs team have recently visited communities near the proposed mine site, including the Upper CIPIC, holding consultations on project plans and future opportunities. SPD Country Manager Dr. Joel Hamago says the project remains committed to open dialogue, transparency and respectful partnerships with landowners and stakeholders. TV1 News continues after the break. Stay with us.
PNG banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSB's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSB's One Talk Wallet. PSB's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
When you're all in, anything can happen. Grab a Coca-Cola and enjoy the moment.
You sabi to Olsem condom and one way where you can abrusim seek HIV, STI na unplanned pregnancy. Tingim, use him condom long right way. Stop safe na look out him you yet. Use him condom all get a time. Suppose you know save long HIV status long partner blog you or suppose you got plenty partner. Use him condom good all get a time. Long haborus him seek HIV, STI na unplanned pregnancies. Use him condom banis him you yet na future blog you. This platok save ikam long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Hiya, Mama.
You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic kakaru, get up a big smile on face. Time for kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, na mumu, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, PNG and Mia. Buying PNG made.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE.
New Fabuloso multi-purpose cleaner with an irresistible fragrance that lasts all day long, creating a field of flowers in every corner of your home with an irresistible fragrance that lasts and lasts all day long. Fabuloso, irresistible fragrance.
This is a part of American heritage, and if you really love your country, you're gonna have to love moonshine.
Moonshiners, tonight 9:30 on Discovery.
Welcome back. K92 Mining has signed 2 local apprentices under the National Apprenticeship and Trade Testing Board program in K92. Both will train in heavy equipment felting and electronical trades. Both came through K92's 2025 Pro-Vocational Program and were selected into the apprenticeship program earlier this year. K92 says the partnership with NATTB supports skills development through on-the-job and institutional training, leading to nationally recognized qualifications. The company says the program is committed to building a skilled local workforce for the mining and industrial sectors in Papua New Guinea. 21 police houses were recently handed over to the West New Britain Provincial Command. Chief Ombudsman Richard Pagan, West New Britain Governor Sasindran Mutuvel, and resident Judge Justice Nicholas Copper officiated this handover of houses to Provincial Police Commander Chief Inspector Fred Kaiwa on Friday, May 1st. The housing projects cost the provincial government 7 million kina.
On Friday, May 1st, the West New Britain provincial government celebrated significant advancement in local policing by inaugurating 20 new police houses for the Kimbe Police. This initiative also included the presentation of 9 vehicles purchased through a kina for kina arrangement with the police department, as well as a substantial 500,000 kina allocated for operational expenses to be managed by the Western Britain Chamber of Commerce. In addition to the police houses, a new criminal investigation department or CID office and police cells have been constructed with ongoing work on the Provincial Police Commander's office. The opening ceremony was graced by the presence of key dignitaries, including Kimbe resident Judge Justice Nicholas Cooper, Governor Sashindran Mutuval, and Chief Ombudsman Richard Pagan.
Police is a central agency. Even a work blow, sub-nationals. Even a work blow, all open member or governor or working mouse, and work blow prime minister, so we ask him judge to go get caught in prime minister or come working mouse. That's why he know the defense. So I can't force him to come, go and build houses in your electorate, but you, the people, you know. Time coming now, and you play yet now. Suppose you know got police house, you yet, this electorate, and you time you talk out.
These developments mark a significant investment in public safety and resources to support law enforcement in the region.
Along this house, people are looking this vehicles. Me talk thank you lo PPC na police team. Underneath lo kina for kina. This one started about 3 years ago. Former police minister Mr. Honorable Peter Samalili and currently works minister. Me pla funding 1 million kina underneath lo kina for kina program. Lo 10 vehicles. Now finally, after lo 3 years wait, me talking you. Hard through lo finding this carrier. This carrier it takes minimum 14 to 18 months.
The project, which represents a significant investment in local law enforcement, was funded by the provincial government at a cost of 7 million kina. This initiative aims to enhance police facilities and improve overall public safety in the region.
Order in Ken, Narapla 10 cop shop, where PPC by decide lo 1 location lo trouble area, one time PEC chairman ya, and to RMI by make it, converting this 20-foot container you go come up some Lick police station. To put him 1 lo Aling or 1 lo Navio or section Gigo Laleki 21 1 location. One time Lick shade now Lick fencing that cost 80,000 kina lo 1 cop shop. The 10 will cost almost like 800,000 kina. 1 million too. People are building Salilibu police station. Narapla 1 million, same also Host Kids police station.
Fredimo, TVWAN News.
The Chief Ombudsman acknowledged the leadership in West New Britain with addressing the law and order. He said having good standard homes for police personnel makes a significant difference to policing efforts.
And Governor, I should thank you for taking on and delivering this place. You did well. In 3 years, Governor delivered this project. Royal Constability is a central agency. It's not a provincial agency. Even if the courts, even if the judge or the chief judge or deputy chief judge, they can order, they have the power to order, and they can order the prime minister and the minister for police to build houses, but not the governor. Because governor is a sub-national. His budget does not include police houses. His budget does not include police vehicles. But governor, you did well. People need to live in a safe, secure environment. And you have built the police houses, and now you're about to give them police vehicles. You did well, and I commend you.
BSB Financial Group has recorded a strong start to the 2026 financial year, posting an unaudited net profit after tax of 278 million kina for the first quarter, up 14.6% compared to the same period last year. Group revenue increased by 18.5% to 900 million kina, supported by growth in net interest income, foreign exchange earnings and fee income. BSP says its capital position remains strong, well above regulatory requirements. Operating expenses rose as the bank continued investing in its Modernizing for Growth program. The group says PNG's placement on the grey list of the Financial Action Task Force has not had any material impact on operations, and asset quality across the business remains sound. The Women's Microbank is now established in the Nakanai district of West New Britain province. The Mama Bank says it's important that women in rural areas have easy access to banking services in this day and age. The Mama Bank is in a partnership with Women and Youth of Nakanai through the recently launched SME program. Chief Executive Officer of Mama Bank emphasized that the recent launch of the SME program fosters entrepreneurship by providing essential financial services and resources to help women thrive in the economic space.
Formal, they are in rural and they need to have the access to banking where banks are acknowledging the shortfall they have. Say, you talk about not having a proper KYC or not having proper document to open the account.
I want to urge each and every one of you who are inspiring to enter into the program to start making preparations to engage in more prudent, honest and meaningful way in the bank.
And now the finance news. The kina closed lower at 0.2302 US dollars in the interbank market. At Banks of Pacific, our kina was buying 0.2227 US dollars, 0.3049 Australian dollars, 0.1817 euro, and 34.66 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, coffee and cocoa closed higher, gold, crude oil and copper closed lower, and palm oil closed the day unchanged. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, ASX closed lower, and all ordinaries closed lower as well. TVWAN News continues when we come back. Stay with us.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, BSP's One-Took Wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at BSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Talks, to our family, to the ones we love. BSP's One-Took Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
When you're all in, anything can happen. Grab a Coca-Cola and enjoy the moment.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG Mia. Pine PNG made.
You sabe to also condom and one way where you can abrusim seek HIV, STI na unplanned pregnancy. Ting him, use him condom long right way. Stop safe na look out him you yet. Use him condom all get a time. Suppose you know save long HIV status long partner blog you or suppose you got plenty partner. Use him condom good all get a time. Long haborus him seek HIV, STI na unplanned pregnancies. Use him condom banis him you yet na future blog you. This platok save ikam long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Kids in Papua New Guinea love to smile and spread joy. And when they smile, it lights up our world. Come on, Mom, it's you first. Do the 1, 2, 3. Wake up. Brush your teeth. Smile. Let's spread some smiles in PNG with Colgate.
I'm a legend, I'm a legend, I'm a legend, I'm a legend. I'm always number one, never second. I'm always rising up, all ascension.
Welcome back. The Ombudsman Commission plans to appeal the National Court decision that revoked its directive to NICTA to stop issuing a license or revoke license issued to Starlink from operating in Papua New Guinea, pending a formal approval to be given by the OC. Chief Ombudsman Richard Pagan said the appeal is on grounds of court error.
The Ombudsman Commission plans to appeal the National Court's decision that it unconstitutionally exercised its power on NICTA, directing the regulatory ICT agency not to grant to or revoke Starlink license to operate in the country. Chief Ombudsman Richard Pagan says this while handing over new police houses to the West New Britain Provincial Police Command in Kimbe recently. Pagan says the appeal is based on grounds of an alleged error in the court's decision.
Ombudsman Commission will appeal the decision. Reason being appealed the decision because court broke in law. Court erred in law when the decision was delivered. And court erred in facts when the decision was commissioned. They only had Starlink. Why Ombudsman Commission give him direction? Why did Ombudsman Commission give direction and allow us to complete the investigation? The reason being is this. One, when Starlink comes in, the top cut or what flex that you get is normal because you're going to buy credits from your phone. So you must all have digital phone, not one bank phone. Digital phone by you must get bank account, location credit. So when Prime Minister went to Europe, asked Elon Musk, how do you want to charge us? The answer he gave was global. And the meaning of global means that you're going to use US dollar to pay, not PNG Kina.
Mr. Pagan says the Ombudsman Commission in its findings revealed that only 10% of the country's population use smartphones, therefore prompting it to direct the government not to issue Starlink with a license to operate.
And digital, when Starlink come, this tower will no more. So rent money you kiss in long end, that's normal. Because satellite and double sky, Ember bring him down. Calls. You call Nangolo this la satellite yet by kishim na tromekam down lo na phone and stuff. So our people who earns a bit of income, there won't be any. The third reason that we said is that Starlink must come na set him office lo opening. I'm not at office lo opening. Their office is in US. That's where their base is. Because we are going to buy credits in the US dollar, everything, the records are going to US dollar. There's no office in PNG.
NICTA had announced that Starlink's parent company, SpaceX, was instructed to cease all services in PNG due to a directive from the Ombudsman Commission. However, close to a week after the National Court ruling against the OSIS directive, NICTA announced the activation of Starlink services. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
The Community Coalition Against Corruption launched its first trainees voter awareness workshop in Port Moresby as part of preparations for the 2027 National General Elections. The workshop, delivered in partnership with the Advancing PNG Women Leaders Network, brought together more than 30 women leaders from across the country to strengthen their understanding of Papua New Guinea's electoral processes. CCAC Core Chair Peter Atsi said voter awareness was crucial to credible elections, helping citizens understand election laws and counter misinformation. The training covered the election cycle, the LPV voting system, ethics in leadership, and practical voter awareness tools. Communication students at the PNG University of Technology in Lae will be able to enhance their digital storytelling skills through the use of their new mobile journalism kits. The Mojo kits were presented to the head of school on Friday, May 1st, 2026 by the Australian Consulate General Lae and Media Development Initiative Project.
2 mobile journalism or Mojo kits were presented to the head of the School of Communication and Development Studies at the PNG University of Technology, Dr. Rachel Aisoli Orake, on Friday, May 1st, 2026. This is part of the ABC International Media Development Initiative Project's efforts to strengthen PNG's media landscape at the institutional level. Speaking at the event, MDI Project's Program Manager, Renata Murray, said the true value of these state-of-the-art equipment lies in how they will be used to transform the academic landscape of this country.
This is about equipping the next generation with the tools to drive communication for development. The Media Development Initiative is committed to a model of sustainability that is locally led. Our goal is not simply to provide equipment to students, but to empower you, the academic staff, to embed and integrate these tools into your own learning curricula.
Australia's Consul General in Lae, Brenton Kinowski, drew attention to PNG UOT's vision, a leader in scientific research and technological innovation that is impacting society.
This is technology that through media training, through your academic work, will impact society. And so that is exactly what this initiative is about. And as Ms. Maria said before me, I think PNG really has a deep tradition of storytelling. And the students at this university will be the people to take that tradition forward.
The academic staff of the School of Communication and Development Studies also underwent training on how to use the Mojo kits, an activity that will ensure digital journalism and mobile content creation become fundamental pillars of the media and communication programs at PNG UOT. Kamila Guare, TVWAN News, Lae.
In regional news, new laws that will be introduced to state parliament this week will aim to strengthen emergency powers that can be used to deal with fuel shortages in the event the current crisis worsen. While rising regional oil prices could lead to another spike in the price of fuel, the government has moved to assure South Australians for now the state's supply remains steady.
Site as more oil sails into South Australia, this ship on time, but there's volatility on the horizon.
If the Straits of Hormuz remain closed over the course of the next few weeks, there is a genuine chance that we start to see fuel supply in the country diminish.
In preparation, the government will this week introduce new fuel laws to Parliament, expanding fuel rationing declarations from 7 days at a time to 90 days, with as many extensions as needed. There'll also be penalties for breaching rationing rules and stronger protections for service station workers and truckies. But the government's hoping it won't need to use the new powers, which would only kick in if Australia moves to the final stage of the National Fuel Security Plan.
It is that stage 4 scenario that we want to make sure that we're in a position to be able to administer if it is required. The Liberals want the state to build a diesel reserve, a measure the government is now considering.
It's one thing to start talking about rationing, but you actually need to have a supply secured for the future as well.
What our view has consistently been, though, is that any effort along those lines should be done in coordination with others.
While the Greens will introduce a bill to make public transport free for 6 months.
Now! This would provide immediate relief to South Australians that are struggling with rising fuel costs at the moment.
Their solutions may differ, but all sides say addressing the fuel crisis will be a priority when the new Parliament sits for the first time this week. While the government will be returning with a bigger majority, these early days will still be a chance to test the changed makeup of both houses.
You've heard of F1 racing, but there's another grassroots motorsport that's sweeping Australia's country towns. Lawnmower racing is fostering a community of revheads across all ages.
On your marks, get set, mow. It was all dirt, no grass at the All-Australian Lawnmower Racing Championships just north of Rockhampton. The nation's fuel crisis couldn't put the brakes on this event, with racers from across the country gathering for the unique motorsport. Emily Butcher isn't old enough to get her car licence yet, but that hasn't stopped the 11-year-old from tearing up the tracks.
I think it's really fun and how it's really loud and powerful and it's really fast. My friends are like, oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Bill Vaughan calls himself a 1932 model, the 94-year-old catching the need for speed later in life.
I got a couple of firsts, I think, and second and third maybe, and a fourth, yeah. Anyway, not too bad for an old bloke.
There was plenty of rev action and a little bit of road rage. Organisers say the community and camaraderie is what brings people back every year.
Everybody coming here and everybody has pitched in. It doesn't matter what club, what state, what type of mower you've got, if someone can help you out.
Lawnmower racing all began in Australia in 1988, the story goes. A group of friends had a disagreement at a country pub in Victoria. What happened next? They raced their lawnmowers downhill, and so began the birth of a new sport. With hundreds of members across the country, mower racing is growing in popularity, partially because it's cheaper than most motorsports. Just don't expect these rev heads to tend to your garden anytime soon.
We can get rid of the grass. Don't actually cut the grass, we get rid of it.
You're watching TVWAN News. Sports is next. Stay with us.
Meet UmiPay, your digital wallet from TISA Bank.
your gateway to seamless transactions. Withdraw cash anytime at your nearest TISA agent. Send money to family and friends anytime, anywhere. Top up and pay with just a scan. From taxis to coffee and small businesses, UmiPay makes every payment simple. UmiPay, powered by TISA Bank.
Papa will come close to Laos. Kaya no ready yet. Mak blame Belatia. Mom's too glorasta. Suppose I'm not ready. Ayo. Dia mama's lepasin lo paps. I'm sure I'm way beli milk kita.
Central Province is our home.
The tides of the Coral Sea are our heartbeat. From the coast to the mountains,
Traditions pass generation to generation.
the sea and our gardens sustain us.
Our songs carry our legends through time.
Our home is Central Province. Our nation is Papua New Guinea.
Snacks noodles. Tastier, but you like it more.
Life is about making memories, sharing new adventures. Go beyond the familiar. Don't let bacteria hold you back from experiencing the world. Protex uses natural antibacterial protection with flaxseed oil and eliminates 99.9% of bacteria. Free yourself. Go beyond with Protex.
My hunch was right all along. Come back. This is where you went. What do you plan to do to Samantha?
Senor Facundo, we've retrieved the money and the drugs.
That's good. That's very good. What about the guy we helped to get acquitted? Is he with you?
Not yet, senor.
I'm losing my patience.
But I also know that I won't be at peace until I've gotten justice for Mokang's death.
We have a whole new season.
Can you believe it?
You're good to go.
Hot Rod Garage. Wednesdays 9:30 on Turbo.
Welcome back. Croton Ella Wigmen head coach has praised his team for Saturday's tough win against a resilient PRK Gulfi Suicide in round 4 of the Digital ExxonMobil Cup played at the Santos National Football Stadium. After the win, they maintained their spot in the top 6 bracket.
Tagged as the main game of Saturday's doubleheader, the Wigmen-Iso clash was marred with errors and ill discipline, but the more experienced Wigmen got the 2 points in the end. Speaking after the win, coach Andrew Andiki said after their round 3 loss to Miox, the boys had to dig deep to stop an equally strong Iso side in an error-riddled encounter compounded with a lot of ill-discipline issues resulting in players being sent to the bin. However, Andiki said with a number of key players out, he was pleased with the new boys stepping up, but still got a long way to go playing at this level.
It was a scrappy bouncing back from Miox. It wasn't a good game against the Miox, so that's the momentum we brought it today. And then we told the boys that Iso is going to put a good game. We see all their games they didn't lose for more margin. They were like one try difference, 2 points, and this is what we expect from them. So yeah, it was a scrappy win, but like I said, a win is a win.
Coach Andiki thanked ESO new coach David Wesley and his boys who have improved a lot this year and not to be taken lightly.
They stick to the discipline and they play safe and complete their sets and put the pressure on us and all these things. So we just give them the easy turnovers which pressure us. So once the boys want to bounce back, some of them have experience, some of the players, like I said, they just make debut. So playing with pressure, some of them, it's their first time. So yeah, a win is a win.
Wigmen Nipi number 9, Goes Kipo, got the Digital Action Mobile Cup Man of the Match.
Victory. Thank you for concrete for the boys. Now management now stops with our coach. Venus over there. Yeah, I'm saying 3 weeks. Me and Mama lost out on the weekend. Let's lay and play completing class the same with them all Wigmen. Thank you.
Wigmen will now face Wagi Tumbe this weekend in Port Moresby, while ESO will play Candace in Medang. Terry Longwood, TVWAN Sports.
The Central Dabaris under 19 side remains undefeated after 3 rounds of the PNG RFL National Youth Competition, coming from behind to beat Galfiso under 19 in a tightly contested match at Sir John Guy Stadium on Sunday. Galfiso led 14-6 at halftime, but handling errors in their attacking sets in the second half allowed the Central boys to fight back. Central scored 2 unanswered tries to snitch the win, extending their run to 3 wins from 3 matches.
Galfiso NYC coach Timothy Hararo said his side started well but fell victim to errors in the second half. Hararo said they were clinical in the first, but the handling errors in the second half got the better of them. Meanwhile, Central coach Moses Motuka praised his players' resilience despite an imperfect start. He wasn't too pleased with how they began, but commended the boys for their energy and determination to come back from a 14-6 deficit.
We had our first game in Rabol. We won the first game against Gurias. We won our second game last week against Wipers. And today was our 3rd win, though really tough. So we're prepared. They prepared well to come, so yeah.
Central's campaign began a few weeks ago. They have recorded wins over East Nibritan Gurias in Rabaul and NCD Vipers prior to yesterday's victory over ESO. Motuka gave a brief overview of the squad makeup, noting most players are village-based while others attend schools in the city. 6 players were retained from the PNG NRL Bid Academy program.
The 6 of them from the bid that we had from the under-19 bid. Rest all around Central. We got 2 from Guelala, some from Abau, 2 from Rigo, and the rest from Irikoyari. Yeah. Very unfortunate. We lost 13 of our players who were red flag. They said they were overage, so we had to bring in another 13 players, which it's tough for them, but they've coped well.
The coach said the team lost 13 players from last year's NYC squad to overage, which opened opportunities for new talent. Players were selected through mandatory NYC trials held early this year, and several who were schooling outside have been transferred to schools in NCD to better manage training and competition commitments. Motuka emphasized the importance of character, discipline, and good habits both on and off the field.
Yeah, well, discipline is first and foremost. We discipline them, no chewing, no boy. We take the phones off them during training, during camps. We take the phones off until after game we give the phones back. Trying to teach them little things, and also back at home, the respect, discipline must be there. The way they respect us, the respect must be given back to their parents and the community as a whole.
He noted role models such as Justin Olam and Garo Voro from Central helped set standards for the young players. Motuka was also proud to see 2 former Central Dabaris NYC players graduate to the senior Central franchise in this year's Digital Action Mobile Cup, Alex Joshua and Simon David. Terry Longwood, TVWAN Sports.
The PNG RFL National Youth Competitions Under-19 Boys and Under-17 Girls Academy staged its Week 3 games over the weekend at Sir John Guy Stadium in Port Moresby. 6 matches were played on Sunday, featuring teams from NCD, Central, Gulf and East New Britain, who were representing the New Guinea Islands.
Tony Archer, PNG RFL Head of Pathway and Development, said the weekend showcased the value of the established PNG RFL National Youth Competition Pathway Program as it continues to be replicated in the Northern and Highlands regions.
Yeah, we've had 6 games here today, Terry, really exciting. And this is the what we spoke around at the start of the year around that national youth competition, been played across the country. Had games across 6 games here today, under-17s, female academy and now under-19s NYC. You see that going on in the background. This is the last game of the day.
Southern Region hosted 6 matches in the under-17 female academy and NYC under-19 boys competition. Gurias and the Rabaul Under-17 Girls Academy flew in for Saturday's fixtures and returned home the same day.
Really exciting. We've had the Gurias and the Rabaul Academy here this morning. They've flown back home this afternoon after flying in this morning, and that's what our youth footy's about, you know. Them playing structured rugby league, regular football every weekend. This competition here goes for another 5 weeks, and our 17s and our female academy start their semi-finals next week, so more exciting times ahead.
After watching the matches, Archer expressed optimism about the standard of play and the benefits of regular competition. He reminded stakeholders that the Under-17 Female Academy will move to semi-finals next week, while the Under-19s will run for longer.
Absolutely, there's some talent coming through, and this is what we need to create for them, this environment of regular rugby league at this level, so they get to play against players of the same skill and ability across there. And as I said, this is a really important part of the development of rugby league in PNG as we develop them. And I know, Terry, you're watching the game there, and there's plenty of skill on show, and we've seen the talent coming through, and the more they play, the more they train, and the more they look after themselves, the more chance they have of being top-line rugby league players.
Archer added that the Northern and Highlands regions are now into their 3rd week of the competition, with teams from Lae, Goroka, Mount Hagen and Enga taking part in the NYC Under-19 Boys and Under-17 Female Academy fixtures. The National Youth Competition continues over the coming weeks, giving young players consistent, structured football to aid their development both on and off the field. Terry Longwood, TVWAN Sports.
Excitement around the PNG Chiefs has reached another level as Australian media personalities and podcasters arrived in Port Moresby today, following Jerome Luai's signing with the Chiefs last week. The team visited key sites in Port Moresby today.
The buzz around the PNG Chiefs continue to grow amid commentaries and criticisms abroad. Just days after Jerome Luai's landmark signing, a group of 9 podcasters joined by Channel 9 journalists from Australia touched down in Port Moresby, eager to experience the rise in energy around the new franchise. Among them were former NRL players Willie Mason, Jason Horrell and James Graham, all keen to experience PNG's deep love for rugby league. Their visit takes them through key locations including the National Football Stadium, where the future of the Chiefs will soon take shape. Big Willie and former English player and St. Helens prop James Graham had their say on the Chiefs' inclusion into the NRL and the country's connection with the sport.
When you come here to play, it's business, because the Kummels, they hit hard and they play hard and they're great people. So I'm glad that the Chiefs are here. I'm glad that they're in the NRL. Shamus has done a great job. We've just met the CEOs and everything, so I'm interested and I'm excited to see how everything's put together, so we can put together a nice little vlog for Levels and then show everybody back home how professional and how awesome the Chiefs are going to be.
Very excited to see what the PNG Chiefs have got in store. It's a huge opportunity for the country of Papua New Guinea, but also the NRL, and delighted to see behind the scenes.
Drawn by the significance of Luai's move, The group is capturing the story behind the team before heading back to Australia tomorrow, carrying with them a glimpse of a nation's pride and anticipation. Meanwhile, upon arrival with the team and his family, Chiefs General Manager of Football, Michael Chalmers, revealed the possible signing of Alex Johnston. Susan Oreape, TV1 Sports.
This ends the sports segment, and now the weather. Southern Port Moresby, partly cloudy, then possible thunderstorms. Daru, cloudy with some rain and rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Momase, Ley and Wewak, partly cloudy with possible few showers. Vanimo, partly cloudy, then few showers and possible thunderstorm. New Guinea Islands, Kokopo, Rabaul and Kimbe, partly cloudy with possible few showers. Buka, cloudy periods, then some rain and showers and possible thunderstorm. And Highlands region, Mount Again, partly cloudy, then some rain and rain showers and possible thunderstorm. And other centers, cloudy periods, then some rain and rain showers. Ocean forecast for PNG areas for the next 24 hours. Coral Sea sees rough with southeast winds of 25 to 33 knots. Solomon Sea sees light with east to southeast winds of 10 to 15 knots. Bismarck Sea sees smooth to slight with east to northeast winds of 5 to 15 knots, and Pacific Ocean sees smooth to northeast winds of 5 to 10 knots. And coastal waters forecast. Waters of southern PNG to Indonesia border to Taro to Kiwa Island, Karamayul Island, Hood Point and Samarai Islands, seas 2 to 3 meters. Waters of Finchafan Trioviti Strait to CSC and Long Island to Madang, seas 1 to 2 meters. And waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas 0.3 to 1.3 meters. And that ends the news tonight. Pleasant viewing. Good night.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by